Today we're going to talking about Taipei Fashion Week 2020.
So I'll do a brief background of Taipei Fashion Week 2020. So simply put, we want to promote Taiwan fashion industry to help Taiwan designers can keep up with the internationals and to be seen by more people. Since 2018, Ministry of Taiwan Culture held Taipei Fashion Week in order to help an identity among Taiwanese people. At the same time, expanding Taiwan's fashion culture export and influence. Also, we are expecting to establish a hub status to create an international competitive Taiwanese fashion industry. And second, the theme of the show. Because of COVID-19, it disrupts the tempo of everything, including the weather and economy. Everything is changing rapidly. Nowadays, Taipei Fashion Week represents Taiwan fashion industry as an important platform to communicate with domestic and abroad. How to respond and create more new form of dialogue is an extremely important thing for this year. Therefore, we came up with the idea of reconnect, combining the word reconnect and next. Expecting when the spreading of the virus slows down, everyone will restart and rebuild their interpersonal relationship. The suspended fashion week and various industry will resume work again, and all the disconnected links will connect it again.
Okay, and I'm talking about the target customer of brand designer that I'm most interested in. I choose the designer brand here. Okay, and the clothing of this designer brand has unique personal characteristics in integrating urban fashion and vintage workwear, but without a sense of contradiction. Therefore, I divided his target market into three types. The first one is young people who usually wear fashion and vintage clothes. The second type is young professionals who need to dress more formal at work. The last type is who likes Chinese culture and Zen style. Okay. And the feature of the show, I think the feature of the 2020 Taipei Fashion Show is to break away from the past simple catwalk form and combine the fashion show with singer singing, lightning effect, and skin style, so that the atmosphere of the whole show can completely match the designer's clothing and the desired feeling. And the next three questions will have our comment together. So the first question, throwback that I have noted and recommendation. Who will go first?
Okay, yes, for me, I think it's too much, too dazzling. The show itself with dancing, skateboarding, singing, and live show, and so on, it makes me really hard to focus on the show itself. The other question is that the whole atmosphere is really Taiwanese and local. I don't mean that it is not good. If we keep our ideal to promote and introduce Taiwan to the world, I think we still have a lot of ways that we can accomplish it. If we want to get the ticket to get into the internationals, there's still a lot of ways we can learn. So my recommendation will be to be more clear and simple, less is more.
Okay, I think the whole show is to break away from the previous fashion show, but the poor weather that day made the lightning effect not complete. And because of the rain, the lights seemed to be scattered and blurred as a whole. And it was impossible to see models and clothing on the catwalk clearly. On the whole, it's a bit too confusing and complicated. There are lights and singers singing at the same time. Even at the beginning of the show, the models' appearances include skateboarding and dancing. The overall visual sense is very confusing, and I don't know where to focus. Okay, and the second question is overall experience of the show based on what factor that I come to the conclusion.
my overall experience is quite good. Taiwanese designers are really talented, and their collection and their position are really obvious and clear. However, same as the previous collection, if the show is not that complex and the outside environment is not that distracting, I think it will be better. It will be perfect.
Okay, and I think it's a good experience of the show. In this era of pandemics like COVID-19, it's very happy to have this chance to watch fashion show in Taiwan. I'm happy to have such a fashion show so that people who are interested in this area can participate. We can learn more about local designers in Taiwan. Our video is done, so thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Hit
Bye bye.
subscribe.